Hey man, we're back with yours too. We're just gonna continue the personal story, and we have to find and talk to this miner. The job, not an actual miner. You lost? No, I'm looking for a miner named Tosca. I mean, it says you're Tosca. You found her? That's what that strange Savari female called the pocket of magical energy I tapped when I was digging out in the wastes beyond town. You don't want to go anywhere near that. Maybe, but I still like to know the story. I was mining copper in the wastes? Okay, and I thought it was just all mithril. And broke through into an inner chamber in the rock. Suddenly, a bright light blinded us all. We didn't go any deeper. Too dangerous. But changed the direction of our digging. Okay. Yes, and you should have seen her light up. It was as if I was Tix and Tox delivering a special toy just for her. Where was this pocket of magical energy? Out west of town, but that tunnel caved in just after I told the Savari what we found. I always expected she'd collapsed in it and dug her own way in. You should find her and, can't. She's dead. Okay. Oh, that was it. Prosperity's mystery completed.
I did it.
Hey, we got a... Okay, view next in journal. Alright, so we finished that. We're in entanglement now. And we got we got a mastery point, which is neat. It's not enough, considering I need 2 more, but still progress. We also got Scarlet's box of desert knickknacks. Odds and ends Scarlet collected during her time in Drytop. Okay, the next one is checking me out for a meet back in Prosperity. Word reached me of some trouble in Drytop. Prosperity was just attacked again. I'm heading there to check on Timey. Let's meet up and see if the kid's okay. Wolf guide you. I mean, I'm already here. So, just in the mine, right next to Prosperity. Apparently it's during the sandstorm at the time it's recording too. Also the Festival for Winds. But when this comes out, the festival might be over. So alright, let's check up on Timey. Scarlet's secret room. Alright. This is where we find the secret passage or something.
Timey, are you here? Timey?
I'm here. I'm okay. Scruffy protected me. Are you all okay?
Oh, whew. Yeah, we're okay too.
Everything started to shake. I barely had time to get into Scruffy.
Is she okay, Bram?
Yeah, she's okay. She hid in her golem.
I didn't hide. I was collecting important data.
Everyone's here.
Did you say Timey's okay?
I'm fine. Collie.
What's happening?
I feel like the whole world is falling out from under us. I think I'll feel that way. We got a new dragon to contend with. Nothing will ever be the same. No, it won't. Morgemoth did this, and it's only just starting.
Morgemoth?
Raises the stakes to a whole new level of awful, doesn't it?
Gods, we need a plan. What are we gonna do?
Did I skip something? I feel like I skipped something. Because we did Gates of Aguma. Did we actually know about Morgemoth, or is my memory just bad? Like, I know there was something about Scarlet's past and all that, but... I feel like there was something missing. Anyways. You really think all these vines are related to Morgemoth? All these deaths? What are we gonna do? Scarlet believes she had seen the bigger picture. It was part of her delusion. I don't think bringing down the Zephyrites was part of Scarlet's plan, but both she and the Saboteur talked about the destruction of Tyria. Aaron said a Tyrian leader would die. This makes me think someone or something was pulling his strings. That scares me the most about him. It could be anyone, though the biggest threat to Morgemoth is probably Traherne. I hate the thought that Queen Jenna could be in danger too. He said several other strange things too. Yeah, like, it will be so pleased, and I've seen the bigger picture. He sounded so much like Scarlet, it was unnerving. I suspect we can learn from Scarlet even posthumously. I don't know how to pronounce that word. For the record, I agree that this is Morgemoth's doing. It all started with Scarlet. We need to understand her. Did you see her voice recorder? Her books and papers? I'm just glad you're okay. Lots of things. Scarlet started with steam creatures, then graduated to ether and watchwork. She released a bunch of the steam creatures into the wild, and she killed OMAD. I'm pretty sure we saw the recording before, like when the mission or when the map ended, and we just went on viewing the recording right here on the left side. He was her last mentor. He experimented on her with his mind. He experimented on her with his mind-widening device. That's two different things. And that's when she saw the eternal alchemy, or what she thought was it. No, she killed him because once he realized this device worked, he started looking at her like she was a lab rat, not like an assistant or student. He was going to experiment more on her. Okay, historically speaking, previous generations of Sura, including OMADs, viewed the Sylvari as an anomaly needed to be studied. When the first Sylvari arrived, many were victimized in the interest of arcane knowledge. I did not know that. I remember seeing the pale tree in Guild Wars 1, but it was just like, I don't think it even was a tree back then, but I could be completely wrong about that. I only briefly saw it. Actually, I do. Based on Scarlet's writings and her holographic recorder over there, I come up with a theory. I think that's the representation of her vision. Her vision? Her mentor OMAD made a device that opened the mind. When she tried it, she had a vision. At the center is a symbol I've seen used to represent the pale tree. Yes, she claimed that she had seen the eternal alchemy during the vision. The symmetrical elements in the drawing and the pale tree at the center lead me to that conclusion. But why the pale tree? In her vision, she saw the pale tree attacked by a thorn vine. She described it as doing terrible damage to the pale tree. Okay. It pleased her. She even grew some thorny vines to strangle OMAD. The parallel with the vines from her vision is not lost on me. And the ley lines. The most interesting of all, Scarlet theorized that her waypoint positioning coincides with the locations of the most powerful ley lines. Likely, but not yet confirmed. I need to do more research. I need to better understand the elements that drew her to that conclusion.
So, were you able to figure out what Scarlet was doing here?
She was studying ley lines, but I don't...
Hold on.
Oh my!
I see vines.
What's happening?
Hey, come look at this. There's a
Wait,
passage behind his
when
bookshelf.
did that happen?
What? Get out of my way! Let me see!
Settle down. Let the
When did
boss
that
go
happen?
first.
Alright, but hurry up!
Oh, I was distracted by the vine outside. Oh, I should have looked at the wall. Explore the tunnel. Alright. A History of Drytop by Nicholas Sanford. Now a barren landscape, this rounded basin may have held water many millennia ago. Sand now covers everything, blowing on the wind and eroding all, rocks and inhabitants alike. Unknown sentient beings once built fragile hillside homes high on cliffsides. Some structures still linger, but will also fall victim to the blowing sand and hot sun. The area attracts outlaws on the run with something to hide, or those who are unwelcome among civilized folk for one reason or another. This makes the area dangerous to travelers such as me and Yackington. Migrating centaur packs come through here, it seems. There is evidence that they once had a refuge here, a large tree trunk. Quite out of place. Could have been one of their sacred trees. Despite appearances, the waterless area is far from lifeless, and it serves as the doorway into the Maguma jungle, a region of uncontrollable growth, life, and often death. Okay. Ooh, fancy. Very fancy. I'm surprised all this stuff is still powered. Okay, there's one thing here. On the open page of this book, Scarlet drew a route leading up and out of her tunnel to a higher region of Drytop. The points on Scarlet's map trace a path winding across the higher region of Drytop to some unknown destination, where she drew crisscrossing lightning bolts. Okay. There's a path over there. Let's check this first. This nook. What is that? The notebook, titled Research Notes, has a complex set of equations, drawings, and engineering blueprints. Hey, I'm an engineer. I wonder what this would say if I wasn't an engineer, but just like a warrior or something. Maybe the Surin would have something different because of a complex set of equations. Scarlet was obviously researching how to tap and control strong magical currents, even stronger than most Surin devices channel. She mentions the research of several CERN geniuses and utilizes many of their recognized equations as the foundation for future research into magic conductors. It seemed that her primary challenge was that most metal and woods used in constructing magic conductors can't withstand the flow and break apart before being useful. She claims that she finally found success with dredge metals tempered in Flame Legion pyres. So that's why they wanted to, or she wanted them to team up. I need to jump up to get there. This piece of paper was torn from a book. Letters sent home from soldiers in the Kornan army have given us great insight into their lives. In the 11th century AE, their leader Varish Osa, so related to Turai, inspired great loyalty. In one particular speech, Osa praised her military and encouraged them to use their persuasive abilities to build the power of Korna from the inside. She said, if properly conceived, you can get whole groups of lesser creatures to work towards your goal without them realizing they're not working for themselves. So Scarlet took that and redirected to the dredge, I think. More or less. Also cites the alliance between centaurs and Kornan craftspeople as an example. Together they produced better armor and weapons, and they provided for the Kornan people's day-to-day needs. Okay. Is there anything else? I mean, we can... No, actually, no, we can't leave. Did you find something? You found something, didn't you? Scarlet left the map showing that she headed someplace to the southwest. I bet it leads to the ley line she discovered. You stay here with the others for now. I'm going to see where this takes me. Okay. Scarlet's secret room completed.
And I deserve it too.
I like how it gave us 5 Imperial fragments. I think this was at the time where like the 3 fragments, the Imperial fragments, the Bloodstone dust, and the Dragonite ore were not as common as they are right now. Because as you can see, I have multiple stacks of them. Eventually I think I'm gonna use them, but right now I don't think I can. So, alright, we got some more insight on why Scarlet did things. So I guess we can continue. It was some more. It was or actually no combat at all, but more learning the lore and all that stuff, which is really nice. Because in my initial playthrough, I really don't remember. I just remember skimming through it, just wanting to get through it for whatever reason. So now that I got time to actually soak it in and like understand it. So yeah, pretty interesting. So we have to discover the truth of Scarlet's work in Drytop. So we have to find the tunnel near this exit point. Oh, I thought it was just another instance, but we are going to continue. Look for the next point near Restoration Refuge. So this is one of Scarlet's abandoned steam minions remains where it ceased functioning while on its way out of her lab. That was pretty quick. So where's the next one? It's all the way over. Oh, it's not that far. And I've already visited the waypoint, so that's what it is. And a centaur. Around us, the people of Glint have fallen from the sky. It is our tribe's way to welcome outsiders, and we welcome you. You will find our refuge ahead, just around the bend. I wonder, do you ever remember seeing a strange one come this way with mechanical servants? I don't remember this one when you seek, but I once saw a headless metal beast abandoned in the unswept wastes and wonder where it had come from. Well, you're in the uplands of Dry Top, my friend. Few have come this way in a very long while, and yet you have arrived just as those in need have dropped here as well. Something has changed. Okay. Interesting. So this is the tree trunk it spoke of? Oh, I do see it, okay. Let's get this out of the way. Enter Raptor Prowl to find the next point. Gotta go all the way over there. I kind of want to say, oh, so there is a tree trunk, okay. For some reason I thought it would be larger.
I'm glad to hear it. Understand that our home is yours now, for as long as you need.
Glint's blessings on you.
Oh, they're talking about the Zephyrite. Interesting. So I assume once we follow like all the dots, it's going to lead to this cavern of shining lights. So I guess we might as well do that now. The sandstorm is over, so that's good. There's some visibility. How's a mineral I can't mine? But okay. Jamusa Sandskin. Follow the canyon to the west and you will arrive at a lush oasis. The great tree at the heart of our village is sustained by its waters. Okay. Cross the uplands oasis to the next point of Scarlet's map. Okay, we'll just use his Zephyrite's power just to breeze on by. I mean, this is a neat area, but just for story's sake, we're just gonna breeze on by. Oh, there's an event. Protect the Maguma Shaman as she casts a spell to cleanse the oasis. Alright. It's getting more lush and vibrant. Alright, where do we go? Do we go up? I believe we go up. There's also, I believe there's a thing here besides all these harvestables for Maudry. But I'm not gonna go for that right now. Oh, we got a power crystal. Climb the vine bridge to the point at the top of the cliff. Someone dropped what looks like an Acern power crystal here. Okay, I don't see a vine bridge because it hasn't been planted yet. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know where this goes. We'll just do that. we crossed the vine bridge. Find a way into the unswept uplands and the next map point. Alright, so where is it? It's over there. We lost all of our... You're very orange. We lost all of our charges because the time ran out. We got a strange cube. A CERN cube. What looks like to be a component of a larger larger machine of a CERN design lies where it fell in the sand. Head down toward the cave mouth from the next point. I do not have a sky sail yet, so don't need that notification. I just need to go here. It's much more calm without the sandstorm because there's no legendary creature roaming about. Alright, fight your way into the cavern to discover Scarlet's destination. One of Scarlet's team remains decapitated and abandoned here in the dunes. This may be where the head on her workbench came from. Interesting. Okay. Fight your way into... if it goes to a instance point, I'm just gonna end this here, and then we'll continue in the next part. So yeah, I mean, we tracked the way down to this location. Enter the caverns. Okay. See this, like, no one ever does this event, it seems like. Alright, so we're gonna do this Scarlet's Breakthrough instance, or discovering Scarlet's Breakthrough in the next part. Yeah, a lot of backstory, and, like, we found out why, or this, like, how Scarlet came up with forging alliances to make stronger things. It actually worked in the past, so I guess history repeats itself again. But with similar results. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So until next time, where we continue the story, thank you for watching and have a nice day.